Hello, hello. Today I'm going to be talking more about food, fasting, answering some questions from yesterday. Got an awesome upper body gym session done. I think my body's gone through that cycle of soreness with every body part being sore after giving such a break. I was able to do some biceps and arms. Trying to get fit again, if you know what I'm saying. Really want to prepare well for not just the rest of the summer, but also the Moab, Utah retreat, which registration opened today officially, which I'm so stoked about. But when it comes to food, you probably saw the other day, right? I had actual yogurt, which I haven't had in years, and I also had a nectarine, and both of those aren't necessarily carnivore. The yogurt is animal-based, but I want to kind of tell you the theory behind what I'm eating, why I'm eating, when I'm going to eat it, what's the purpose behind it, and just everything in this new way of eating. I talked about common sense yesterday, and that's something that we have to continuously revert back to. Why is it that the leading allergies for people are nuts, soy, and gluten? There's a reason why nuts, soy, and gluten are the biggest allergies for people, even kids, right? And this is actually a picture of an almond tree that I took when I was in India last year, right? This is how an almond actually grows on a tree. How is it natural that we are mass producing almond butter and almond milk that so many of us down? I'm not even kidding. I would spoon almond butter and I thought I was being the most sustainable because I was having almond milk. And how is that natural, let alone oat milk? I laugh because I'm sorry. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of, which is why even when I was vegan, I was very hesitant around all the non-dairy milks. Real quick, I want to address dairy just because I know people will ask. I personally just reincorporated it as an experiment back in all different forms, again, because I just want to see what works, what doesn't. And so far with ghee, butter, yogurt, and then actual milk, that's very occasional, only if I'm going out to a coffee shop instead of doing the extra fancy schmancy non-dairy milk. I was just fuck it, I'll try the real milk, the real deal, and see how this feels for me. I mean, my skin's been totally clear still, and my gut, my health is feeling good. In fact, the times I've gotten almond milk based drinks, I feel way weirder. Okay, so that's just a little bit why I haven't been doing any non-dairy stuff, any alternatives to things. I've actually been experimenting more with cooking with butter, but also when you're cooking with animal-based foods, you'll find that the ones with natural fat, it naturally greases the pan, so you don't even need to add anything. And even the so-called healthy oils like avocado oil or any type of seed oil like sesame oil, olive oil, think about the whole ingredient. Is it really natural to just excrete that much into an oil? It really just doesn't make sense, you know? Okay, so quickly on carbs, we're just gonna use common sense here again. So grains and legumes, that's what comes to mind immediately, right? So that could be oats, rice, quinoa, brown rice, all of the things, barley, buckwheat, all the cool things. So even though our ancestors used it, right, I'm from India. People in India have been eating rice for life, literally for life, for years and years and years. But grains and legumes were actually kind of inputted into our society, our economy, when we had downfall and we needed to mass produce a bunch of food. So grains and legumes were actually mass produced, and that's why it's so easy to buy them anywhere. But if you think about the actual process that it takes to get to your plate, it's very unnatural, right? If you think about the natural carbs that grow abundantly out there, there really just comes down to fruits. Fruits are what is our most natural source of carbs, and then also honey. But fruits only grow in the summer, and that's when we only need the carbs. We don't need carbs all the time. Okay, so addressing the elephant in the room, meat. How the hell did I go from being vegan for years, pescatarian before that, and vegetarian, to now eating meat after all of these years? And why? What? How? All right, so here's the thing. I feel we are consumers. What am I saying? We are consumers. We want, need, more. We're in a consumer kind of world. There's so many businesses out there doing so many great things, but there's still so much excess. And When I was plant-based, I had to gather from so many different ingredients and supplements to just satisfy not only my cravings, my satiety, but also my nutritional needs. And I was like, isn't it normal? Shouldn't there be a food that's naturally on this earth that satisfies all of those things? It's not normal to import fruits and vegetables from all over the world and supplement on top of that. So I know red meat can especially be insane for someone who is vegan or vegetarian to eat or even think of, let alone someone who's from a culture where the cow is a very sacred animal, right? But when I actually did the research, thinking about all of the nutrients I had to bring together versus just one piece of beef, which has protein, the iron, the zinc, the potassium, it has riboflavin, selenium, magnesium, potassium, all the vitamin Bs. I'm looking at some research right now just because I haven't memorized all of this, and it has so many nutrients, those that I was trying to reach and supplement for. Also, the natural fat and the protein in there is so satiating that my sugar cravings have been dissolving like magic. Like, it's absolutely insane how satiating it has been while just eating a small piece. So coming back to now, currently, what am I eating? Definitely animal-based. I'm eating a good amount of beef every day. Definitely a lot of eggs, salmon. Those are like really the main things. And then I have some fruit, some yogurt occasionally. But really, I'm getting so much from that. And the only thing that I'm yet to actually get my hands on and incorporate is liver. Liver is literally the most insane multivitamin you can call it because of how much nutrients it has. And think about it, like, primally speaking, we ate meat for so many years, and we didn't just eat a certain part of the cow or the lamb or the chicken, but we ate every part of it. And so I'm yet to see all of the benefits, but so far so satiating, no bloating at all, feeling so energized with pretty much just animal foods. The last and final thing to address, which is another elephant in the room, is like, yeah, dude, this is all great. You're eating animals and it's nourishing you in every way, but it's still killing an animal and it's still unsustainable for the planet. Yes, but actually, I've been doing a lot of research into this, and there is a way to consume animal foods in a very sustainable way. More coming on that, but so much already shared today. So tune in tomorrow where I'm going to be talking about the sustainability part of this and the actual lives of the animals and how to not just feel better about eating this way, but have it in a way that really makes sense, where it's put in a perspective where being plant-based isn't actually that much more sustainable. And believe it or not, it's actually not saving that many more animals because of the process. That being said, I'm really excited to announce that the Grounded in Moab retreat is going to be the first retreat that is not completely 100% vegan. It's going to be mostly plant-based still, but the animal foods that we will be incorporating in that retreat to nourish us are going to be the highest quality animal foods and the most sustainably sourced as well. And we won't just be eating to fuel ourselves, but we'll be connecting with our food through meditation, through gratitude practices. So we're connecting in a whole deeper level. I'm also really excited to announce that I am going to be doing the Fit Fast Fasting program this summer, the 9-week conscious journey, which starts the first week of July. So literally less than 2 weeks until I start. Signups are going to be open very soon in the next few days, so stay tuned. Ask me any questions if you have any questions on the Fit Fast Coaching 9-week conscious journey to spiritual fasting.